Heyo! Welcome back, everybody. This is EonShiKeno, back with some more StarCraft 2 commentaries. Today we're going to look at a TVZ on Shakura's plateau and our Terran player over on the right side of the map. It's going to be none other than EG's DeMusliM. And his opponent, the most infamous or famous, probably both, Zerg player, is going to be Nestea from Clan Incredible Miracles. So as of the date of me recording this, the new ladder season is out. We got some new maps in the ladder pool, so I'm looking forward to that. Like I've said this before, but I'll say it again. I love that Blizzard is putting in new maps that they have not made. Anyways, the new ladder season's coming out. I'm probably going to be switching into Protoss for the foreseeable future. Had some fun times with Zerg, but I'm going to switch over to Protoss now for the time being. And DeMusliM is going to double racks the hell out of Nestea here. Look at this. He's ready for it. And Nestea, he's throwing down a hatchery. Hatch first. This is going to be the defenses of all defenses if Nestea can hold this off. Going hatch first against a double proxied barracks. It's going to be a while before Nestea can actually scout out. There's no gas at all. And then even then, until then, oh no, the Overlord is going in the direction. He may actually scout this out. Nestea might actually scout this out. Nope, it's stopping. Oh, that's too bad. Look how close it is. Like I said before, I'm not exactly sure what this game is from. Might be from MLG Winter Arena? I want to say Winter Arena. Not sure. Anyways, the Marines are coming out. The SCV is on the way. Nestea did see that SCV come in from the right side over here. He scouts up to the top. Doesn't see anything. He's going to be able to go back down near the bottom and start building some bunkers. May just go for the straight up 3 walls here at the bottom, or at the top of the ramp to wall him off. And then bring the Marines up here, rally him in. We'll see what he's going to do. Pool's still not up yet. Has Nestea, he's still holding up a lot of minerals. He's going to go for Queens. Yep, Queens already going down. A lot of Zerglings coming out, spinning out the larva. Their first bunker is going to go down. Marines are now showing up. 1 SCV on the way. We have some more units, 2 more SCVs on the way. Marines being pumped out. Now these guys are a little bit misrallied here. He's going to have to fix that. Overlord is going to not die. It's going to get up there to the high ground. Going to be a plenty safe bunker being built here at the top. 2 spine crawlers are going to go down. Nestea is going to try and salvage this base here with the spine crawlers. The Marines are here at the front. He can kind of go up and start applying some pressure. There's no Zerglings. Actually, the Zerglings are down here. They're in good position. The bunker is so close to being done. Now the Marines can start applying some pressure. They can fall back to the bunker as easily as possible. Zerglings getting a little low there, not actually dealing that much damage. He's just bought enough for the spine crawlers to finish. Both these bunkers are going to be up and in range of killing this factory. So he's going to have to deal with these spine crawlers and SCVs repairing it. 3 SCVs are going to be able to repair this. He is in range. I'm pretty sure that's in range. Where is he going to put this other spine crawler? At the top, at the bottom, double up here at the bottom. Doesn't seem to be enough room there. Unfortunately, he's going to put it up here at the top and just do 1 spine crawler versus 1 bunker on each side. The Zergling's coming out now. 1 queen as he bring the other queen. Yep, other queen's on the way. But look at all these SCVs can easily repair those bunkers, no problem. Queen getting up, take some damage. Zergling's now going to go for the top. Spy color stacked from both sides. SCVs trying to repair as much as possible. The one at the top is going to fall. It does, but the Marines do get out. The one here at the bottom is still alive, but it looks like it's going to fall too. And wow. He's held this so far. There's still a couple Marines out here at the front, but we have to remember there are 2 spine crawlers still here. The one at the top has pretty low on life, but there should be enough for a transfusion here pretty soon. And he's not going to get a transfuse off, but he does manage to take a couple of more Marines down. Zerglings are out. Spine crawlers pushing to the front. And Nestea is going to manage to hold this attack somehow versus DeMusliM. Amazing play here from Nestea. I like the decision there just to go with the double spine crawler really quick. And is there going to be enough Zerglings here to take this out? I don't know how efficient this is going to be. Yeah, I mean, this is such a great position here for DeMusliM. He's got a lot of choke points in here to deal with those Zerglings, so he only has to fight it versus 1 Marine. A Zergling's going around the back of it here, and I like this play from Nestea. Going to start applying some pressure here at the ramp. There's nothing to deal any damage, so he's just going to have to pull some SCVs to do some repair here. And does DeMusliM know about this? He's going to send 1 barracks to the main, 1 barracks to his opponent's main. Zerglings are going to get up in here. They poked, and they turned around. Unfortunately, Nestea is expecting something in there, but there isn't. He could easily start attacking this, dealing some damage, but now the Marines are going to show up in the nick of time. Maybe this is what he was worried about, just the pressure from the Marines coming back. Didn't want to trap those Zerglings, but anyways, he's lost 3 there. He's forced to fall back. ST with a pretty good supply lead, 37 versus 28 for DeMusliM. Let's check the worker count, 24 versus 21 with 4 more on the way. So that's going to give Nestea a nice little lead here. More double gas, or actually double gas going up there, and then 2 more back in the main. Hasn't started layer yet. This is going to be scouted out by the barracks. Yep, he finally sees those 2 down there, and drones going into it. Queen might not kill that barracks. It takes a long time to kill that sucker. And already has some creep tumors out here at the front. Overlord's in a nice position. Overlord's down here, keeping an eye on this stuff. Got double command center in his main, so DeMusliM ready to take an expansion and start macroing up. Queen at the front needs to be a little bit careful here, using that barracks as a high ground vision. And Scan gonna go down. He's gonna be able to take out both of those creep tumors. So fortunately, Nestea is gonna be trapped in his base a little bit longer. Zerglings are gonna come out. Speed is not yet even started. Zerglings are gonna slowly whittle away these Marines. Both of those guys are gonna fall. The rest of them are gonna go down. And Nestea once again gets control of the outside of his base. Hatchery going down in the main, and layer research on the way. Has he started speed yet? No, he has not. I guess he's wants to drone as much as possible. Doesn't really need to get speed as quick as you may expect. At this point, just droning up to getting a nice drone lead is going to be a lot more helpful to him. It's because he's already stopped the initial attack. At this point, it's going to be a long time for DeMusliM can get Hellions or anything like that. So I understand why he delayed the speed there a little bit, even though he already had enough gas for it. Just pumping as much of his economy into his drones is going to work out beautifully for him. Look at that, 50 versus 31. ST with that nice economy lead versus DeMusliM. But don't forget, DeMusliM has his 3rd orbital command in his base. He's going to go switch into some mech play. Command center is close to being done with that orbital command upgrade. He's going to go for double gas, obviously added his expansion to support those meching units. He's got Hellions out, Blue Flame on the way, and this barrack's still just flying around. This one over here slowly burning to death, almost out of life. Veiling Nest going up, Spire also going up, and this guy's going to slowly burn. I'm going to watch this sucker burn. I can just feel the heat radiating off of that. Reminds me of band camp. I was never in band camp, or band for that matter, but oh wait, there it goes. Got the edge of it. So, but I do remember a lot of bonfires. I grew up on a farm, so I've been around quite a few bonfires in my day. Anyways, Hellions out here at the front. Blue Flame is done. Those water guns are going to be shooting hot and fast. He's going to have a lot of Hellions here, 6 to be exact, pushing out across the map. 1 Hellion in the back, make a supply depot wall at the ramp. He's got some Zerglings. He's got Bailing. Speed is done. A drone is going to go out to the front, trying to set up his 3rd, but he's going to get picked off by the Hellions. Yes, he is. That drone was so toasted. There's one creep tumor out here in the front. Using the Hellions to come scout this base. Scouts this one, and he's going to go ahead and scout this top left one. Not going to see anything. That's going to make him feel pretty good. Spine Crawler pushing out forward, and DeMusliM is going to think, all right, now's my chance to take out the creep tumor. Push forward. Nope. Just going to do a little bit of damage to that Spine Crawler. Now it's going to be in position. That's going to provide some more forward attack positions for an ST. Make those Hellions stay a little bit further away from his base. Overseer over here on the right side of the map, keeping an eye on this expansion. Missile turret going up. Is he aware of those Mutalisks? He hasn't seen it yet, but at this point of the game, it's kind of safe to say 2 base still. All he sees is Zerglings, Bailings. Zerglings now on hold position. Hellions getting some free kills. Mutas are out. Zerglings are going to get completely toasted. Going to get a surround here. And, oh my god, those Hellions getting so many kills. Look at that, 4, 7, 8... 7 kills. I think nope, 2 7s. But the Mutas are out. But at the same time, look at this double Thor on the way, and already some missile turrets up. DeMusliM is going to be in a really nice position to hold off these Muta attacks for a while. Look at all these missile turrets he's already got up. What is that? Like 4 of them in his main, 2 of them in his expansion, and a Thor up. That's going to be some pretty nice base defense for DeMusliM. Even getting that plus armor upgrade, that Terran building armor upgrade. 3rd is going down for Nestea. In the top left part of the map, Zergling's Mutalisks out. And at this point, Nestea really can't do anything with his army. I think the best position for him here is either to go for just like, I was going to say like mass Baneling and just avoid the Thors. I don't know if that would be a good tactic, because, I mean, obviously, Banelings destroy Hellions so quickly, and you can just kind of come in here, trash the economy, just go for a sick number of Zerglings and Banelings if you want to do some type of attack like that. But I like this option he's going to go with here, a little bit safer. It's just to do some insane droning, go for a double base. Got a base up here, base over here. He just got a whole bunch of drones going over this base. He just got 10 more, and he knows it's going to be a little bit before his opponent can do a nice big push. So he figures, you know what, I'm going to pump up to like 80 drones, and then I'll be able to go for some roaches. Actually, yep, speak of that, Roach Warren is up. +1 attack on the way, +1 armor on the way. And he's just going to try and get a lot of an economy up and going so he can deal with this mech army coming from DeMusliM. Overseer does see those Thors. +1 is just now finishing for the mech. Overseer is going to get away there. Nope, no he's not. Third is down here for DeMusliM. Thors and Hellions pushing up to the front. Are they going to go for a push yet? Nope. Probably not. Going to wait for the supply just to get a little bit higher. 2 more Thors on the way. Another armory being built. Real roach speed is just now starting to do a reconstitution. Nestea with just about ready to get that 1 upgrade done. Hellions going to try and sneak into the top up here, but the Zerglings are already there. 2 spine crawlers going to go. One does get picked off, and the other one gets trapped between 2 spine crawlers and some Zerglings. Nice play there from Nestea. Double gas going up here at his 3rd base. 4th base is done. Making some overlords. He wants to get close to being maxed out there. Infestation pit is on the way as well. So we got some time to kill. Hope you guys enjoyed that video I just put out before this one, that grubby unorthodox combat video. I was actually watching a stream one day. Whenever that happened, I was like, this is pretty funny. I want to make a video about it. And I talked to one of my friends from Desolate Films. That's his YouTube channel. He's a really good editor. So we kind of worked together on that and made a pretty fun video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you like that and you want to see more stuff like that, just PM him or PM me, whatever. Let us know that you enjoyed it, and we'll make some more stuff like that in the future. So, Thor's trying to fight off these Muta. Nestea doing a pretty good job of splitting those guys up. Did he get an SCV kill? Maybe 1 or 2 there. 2 Thors would be more than enough, +3 missile turrets, and even 2 more. DeMusliM is getting a little out of hand with these missile turrets. I think at this point he's got 2 missile turrets for every Mutalisks out in the map. Look at this. 4, actually maybe even more than that, 4 Mutalisks. DeMusliM is just a little bit worried about Mutalisks, I think that's safe to say. Look at this, he even has 3 here at his, sorry, what is that, 3? No, there's 4. Where's the 4th one at? I don't see where the 4th one is. There it is. He's got 3 here at his forward base, even though it's where all his Thors are at, so he's really worried about Muta. There's no Muta to be seen. The hive is close to being done. He's got his +2 range attack on the way now. DeMusliM is pushing forward. Another base for Nestea being built up here at the top. He's staging his position here in the middle map. A lot of SCVs being brought forward. What is that, like 10 so far? He's got a nice spread here. Banelings on the way. A lot of roaches and banelings and zerglings for Nestea. Nestea's is maxed out on a supply. Pathogen glance close to being done. +1 armor is done. +2 attack is done for the mech. A couple banelings taken out. A couple and Hellions up there at the top. Tank is sieged up, but now he's going to back up. Zergling's now going to make a run for it. They smell blood in the water. Zergling's going to get a nice surround here on the tank. The Hellions in the back, not going to be able to do too much damage yet. Banelings rolling and they're going to go straight for those Hellions. Are the Hellions going to get taken out? Scan goes down, not sure why. Banelings now just going to go deal some damage on the Thors, and the Roach is just going up to the front, taking so much damage. And wow, look at this nice splitting there from DeMusliM, splitting against these Roaches. And DeMusliM managed to hold for the time being. More SCVs are coming out. Going to start to do some repair there. Let's check the worker count. 88 versus 70. Nestea with a nice economic lead there. DeMusliM lost a lot of tech there. That really shows his supply dropping. Nestea, excuse me, once again remaxing out at 200. Greater Spire about 1/3 the way done. Burrow being researched. Nestea doing a nice job of expanding this game. Spine Crawler going to go up. Nestea with a nice Roach count. +3 attack just now being started for DeMuslim's mech. Roach is looking to do some damage. They don't have Burrow or Tunneling Claw. Actually, yeah, either of those aren't done yet. That armor, I thought he started that a while ago. Maybe that was his air. Actually, I think that might have been his air. Anyways, Roach is peeking through the middle here. That shortcut didn't work out. They had to pay the price for that. The toll was their lives. And look at this. Planetary Fortress may drop too fast unless the SCVs get there in time to repair. They're going to take this Planetary Fortress out. It's going to die in 4 shots. No, 5 shots. He does manage to take it out, and all these SCVs are going to fall very quickly. Hellions up in the front. Roach is going to deal some damage versus those guys. And they need to back up those Thors, and tanks deal so much damage versus these Roaches. And he's just going to run up to the top up here. And kind of just fall back. So he did manage to take out a base there. Good play there from Nestea. Look at that, 12 Corruptors on the way. And DeMusliM is setting up. He's got a nice defenses here at his third. He's going to try and rebuild his base. And look at this, he's walling in the roaches at the top up here. I like that. Too bad he can't raise this supply depot. Anyways, he's going to build it. And look at this money here. 4,000 for Nestea, 1,500 also for gas. Scan goes down and getting a couple free pot shots in there on the roaches. And DeMusliM is just really broke at this point. Mutas, he still has 4 mutas still alive flying around this map. There's that +1 armor I was seeing earlier. 6 infestors on the way. So Nestea switching to a big Broodlord infestor combination. Check production here. A lot of factories in his base. Look at all these factories. A lot of larvae here. Look at this. Nestea doing a nice job of keeping that larva up. And now the Roach is going to make a push for it once again, but there's nothing to kill down here. He's just going to do a little bit of harassment, maybe take out a missile turret, which really isn't doing too much. In the same time, attack, big push through the middle. Roach is dealing some damage. And they're going to take out some more missile turrets, but this is not too much to matter. Look at this, what's really going on important here. Look at this, Broodlords, well, 11 of them on the way. So many tanks, look at all these tanks. But we got 2 Thors and 1 Viking on the way. He's going to need some more Vikings. And there's just such a big force here for DeMusliM. DeMusliM really needs to make a push here. Hellion's doing some damage to these drones, taking out a couple of them. And this base is going to fall pretty quickly. All these Thors are going to take out this base extremely quick. Fungal's coming from the right. Now Broodlord's going to come in. So many Broodlords. And oh my god, so much stuff dying here. 44 larvae here for Nestea, so he should be able to re-max pretty quickly on Zerglings if he needs to. And look at that. Oh my god, these Broodlings just chomping away everything. DeMusliM is forced to fall back. Supply still max for Nestea. DeMusliM back down to 156. This Broodlord can take quite a beating from those Thors as long as they're separated, but if you get them bunched up, those Thors become really economical against those Broodlords. And now these Broodlords kind of getting surrounded by those Broodlings, or sorry, those Thors getting a little bit surrounded there by those Broodlings. But now DeMusliM making his way back. Got some nice upgrades. 3 attack, 2 armor, working on his +3. More Vikings out on the way. Big Broodlord army here from Nestea. Scan goes down. A lot of Banelings, a lot of infestors. Actually, scratch that. Just 1 left. Zerglings now going to make their way forward. Thor's backing up in this corner. And there are just so many Broodlords here from Nestea, and he really needs to split these guys up. They're just taking so much damage. Here comes some more Corruptors, more Zerglings, and Banelings on the way. Broodlords now making their way. DeMusliM kind of getting back on a corner here, but there's so many Broodlords and Banelings. Banelings now making their way to the top. Not going for this big attack here in the middle, and the Corruptor's going to take out their 1 Viking there. Another Viking, 2 more Vikings show up. Broodlords are going to fall. Now the Banelings change their mind, going to make an attack here at this kind of army trapped in this position. And DeMusliM seems like he's going to be able to hold off these Broodlords. Now here coming all the Zerglings, but it's a little too late. Nestea's kind of indecisiveness here with his armies really making him pay the price for it. Those Corruptors are the only thing left alive here. And Nestea's bank is falling quite a bit. DeMusliM down to 120 supply. Nestea at 150. 4 mutas still hanging here in the top right side of the map. Nestea once again rebuilding his 5th base. And this mech army is looking pretty scary now after holding that off. But, I mean, you have to remember, that fight there was a big key mistake for Nestea. He rolled in with the Broodlords and the Corruptors all by themselves, but then you had the Zerglings and Banelings go for the attack up here at the top right. And if he would have just ran in with the Zerglings and Banelings and the Broodlords all at once right through here, I think that would have been a game ender. So a little bit of a mistake there from Nestea, maybe, you know, thinking he's got more than he actually had, or maybe underestimating DeMusliM's army once it gets back in there in the corner. There just wasn't any splash damage. Just imagine if those Broodlords were wailing away on him, plus all those Banelings rolling there. Just take out the Thors and the Zerglings on top of it. I think that would have been a game changer. But anyway, Nestea obviously still in it, and DeMusliM as well, trying to get back in it, as we could say. 157 supply, 159 supply versus Nestea's 180. DeMusliM now with a really nice amount of gas built up. Low on minerals. A lot of factories still going. Double, triple starport actually. So DeMusliM has made a decent transition here into Vikings to deal with those Broodlords. Here comes some more Broodlords and Corruptors, and 1 Infestor. Just the 1 Infestor. And tanks are sieging up. They will want to unsiege as soon as all those Broodlings. Zerglings now just going to go and suicide themselves to the tanks, though they managed to take 1 tank out. And all these Vikings he can easily kite, I think, the majority of these Corruptors. And the Mutas, oh no, the Mutas now finally died. Those guys have been around for so long, veterans of the game. So DeMusliM just will not die. Nestea is thinking, you know, come on, dude, I gotta go to the bathroom. Why aren't you dead yet? You know those times whenever you're playing a game, and you're like, you know you're winning, but you have to go to the bathroom, so you're thinking, oh, I just want to end it right now, but you know that if you try to end it, you could lose the game, even though it's a game you kind of you had like a huge advantage for. Yeah, that's one of the worst things ever. So, more Corruptors coming out. Drones, just doing a lot of droning. What was that? I think he's up to 90 now. That's obviously down here for this new base taking over. 2 Hellions, couple Hellions. A lot of Hellions. Whoa, that's where all of DeMusliM's money's been going. And he's pushing forward with all the Hellions up front. So many Vikings here. And here comes some more Corruptors. Some Fungals go down on all of those Hellions. Those Thors in the back are just wailing away on all those Broodlords. And just a couple Fungals go down. These armies pretty weakened up, but look at this. The Broodlords are falling. The Vikings are trashing everything else. Corruptors are going to try and take out the Vikings, but it's not going to be enough. Look at all these Thors left over. Oh my god, DeMusliM is going to take out the rest of this army. And he's got so many forces left. Look at Nestea's army. 123 supply versus 174, and he's got those 88 drones. This is not good. This is, whoops, wrong button. Now, this is not good for Nestea at all. He remaxed on Roaches. He's got 38 Roaches, but 38 Roaches versus this many Thors with this kind of upgrade. I don't know how this last fight's going to go. He's up to 40. 3 upgrades for those mech. That's pretty scary. He's got the Vikings out so he can deal with any Broodlord transitions. Infestor pops up one. Infested Stormade. I don't think that's going to be enough. Corruptor is going to try and deal some damage versus those Vikings, but it really doesn't matter. The Corruptors aren't going to be able to do too much. Roaches now coming out. A lot of Roaches coming here from the right side. They really need to focus on those Thors and tanks. They will be doing the most damage to him. A lot of Roaches here. This might be enough for Nestea, but oh my god, there's just so many Thors left here for DeMusliM. And he loses 1, 2 Thors goes down, but Nestea just lost so many Roaches. 13 more Roaches on the way. Still trying to stay in this game. The units being rallied across the map. Nope, they're just kind of hanging out here. They'll soon be rallied across the map. Scan goes down and take out some more creep tumors. He does burrow over here on the left side of the map. Roach goes down, but Scan also goes down. He's going to be able to see these Roaches take him out very quickly with those tanks. He's got some tanks there in the back. Those Thors are just going to clean up these Roaches so quick. They do have 3 attack, 1 armor upgrade, but it's just too much for these Thors. Just kill Roaches so fast with the tanks in the backs and the splash damage. Now losing a couple units to rallies, unfortunately, there for Nestea. Nestea making his way in a good position to take out this third of, actually, DeMusliM is making his way to the third of Nestea. Roach is coming in out from the right. They're going to try and clean up the rest of these Thors. 1 goes down, 2 is going to go down. Queen is in the mix. 2 Queens there, actually. Another Thor goes down, and Roach is attacking here from the top. Is he going to clean this up? Yes, it seems like Nestea is actually going to be able to clean this up. But over here in the top left, Vikings do drop. They're going to kill a lot of drones. Look at the drones dropping left and right here, dropping as fast as those Vikings did from the sky. Oh my god, he's only down to 3 drones. That took a big hit in his economy. He was up to 90 at one point. Now he's down to 64 as far as workers go in the right side. He did lose this base over here on the right side. Was forced to burrow all these drones. And now once again, he's going to land at the expansion. That's going to force Nestea to fall back and do a little bit of micro to pull these Roaches up here to delay that. Hellion's going to come in here, try and get those drones that were all stacked up. Is he going to get it? Oh, that was a big hit there. Ew, we got 2 there, and he's going to get some more. Yeah, he's going to get some more. That was like 3 or 4. And now some nice control of just a single Hellion to just sneak in there and deal some damage on those stacked up drones. Nothing better than just a Hellion, like one Hellion just doing a shot through a pile of stacked drones. It's just such a good feeling. So the game still is going on. Nestea still in this, DeMusliM still in this. Neither player wants to die, but DeMusliM is such a sick mech army at this point. It's amazing upgrades compared to the 3-1 Roaches that, actually 3-2 Roaches now that Nestea has. Let's do a count of the bases every player's mining at. We got Nestea with 1 over here. This really isn't a base mining, and 2. A lot of oversaturation going on, but not much he can deal with that. DeMusliM has 1 base up here, 1 over here, and sort of 1 here, so kind of like 2 1/3. Actually, scratch that, 2 2/3, because he's got this other base here that's still alive somehow. Hellion's doing a little bit of roasting, killed 3 guys right there. And now Nestea's going to make his way down to these bottom destructible rocks, and maybe look at taking a new base down in the bottom part of the map. Vikings once again going to go for attack at the top of the map. Infestor does show up, manages to fungal 2 of them while they're still in the air. This guy's going to be trapped up there for the time being. One Spinecrawler is up. These Vikings are going to do some nice damage over here. Scan goes down. Doesn't see much of an army. And now is DeMuslim's chance to do some damage. He's got such a sick army back at his base. 5 more tanks on the way. 1 Thor. Roaches show up just in the time the Vikings do manage to lift up and fly away. New base up for Nestea, starting some more mining here in the middle of the map. And DeMuslim's army is just, this is scary. This is a scary sight to see for Nestea. He's trying to make some more corruptors, but you just have to have so many more corruptors than your opponent does Vikings, unless you're just going to try and land some amazing fungals just to get up to Broodlords. You kind of need an economy to back that up. And at this point, I don't think Nestea has that. So his attempt to go for Broodlords at this point, I don't know how effective that's going to be. There's just 2 more Vikings coming out, and he's only got, like, how many corruptors is he up to? 5 versus 6 Vikings, and a Raven coming out. That's not even going to be very much fun to deal with. And he's even repairing some of the Vikings, so that's just bad news here. Fungal goes down. He's going to get all of them except for 1 Viking, and another Fungal goes down, and Nestea doing some nice control here. He's going to pick off some Vikings. And wow, this is something he definitely needed to do to get back in the game, to get this air control back and make his Broodlords effective. But DeMuslim is not missing a beat, throwing down 4 more Vikings at the same time. He wants to get that air dominance so he doesn't have to worry about those Broodlords. 10 more drones on the way. And DeMuslim making his way to the middle of the map, taking this last base here in the center. Roach is coming up on the front. Scan goes down. He's not going to slip past DeMuslim that easily. Nestea going to go for a big push in the center? No, he's going to fall back smartly enough. So many tanks here for DeMuslim. At this point, he's up to 20 tanks and 6 Thors, 14 Hellions. That's just a ridiculous number of tanks. And this attack here from DeMuslim, if he just plays this slow and steady, I'm not sure how Nestea is going to be able to deal with this. He's got 3 Broodlords, but that's not going to be enough to deal with the number of Thors he has. Nice tank blocking here. He's going to be able to push the top. Over here on the left side, Roach is going to push forward, pick off a lot of the Hellions. Tanks now in range, going to deal some damage to those Roaches, and whoa, loses a couple Roaches right there. This base here in the middle is going to fall, and DeMuslim is playing this nice, slow and steady. He's at 1 Raven, which that point defense drone actually used to be able to counter Broodlings, but they did decide to remove that eventually in a patch. Doesn't do that anymore. And DeMuslim falls back, and is going to take a couple units to take up this bottom base, doing some nice control here. I love this play from DeMuslim. Now he's going to back up. Roach is going to go in forward. Corrupt is going to go in forward. Look at that point defense drone dealing with all those Corruptors. Thors are going to manage to take out the Corruptors. I like the focus fire there on the Corruptors. Fungal goes down. He's got 3 Broodlords in the back, but look at that. Not nearly enough. DeMuslim 171 supply versus 123. He's got 5 Broodlords left, and that's pretty much it. Vikings will clean up the rest of this. And there's the GG from Nestea. DeMuslim manages to take the game. Congratulations to DeMuslim taking down Nestea. This was a game I think Nestea could have won there at that one particular point I was talking about earlier with that choke point he had, and he kind of ran half his armies away, and he left his Broodlords there to deal with it. I think if it would have just taken everything and went for it, he could have had the win. But he messed up. That was his mistake. DeMuslim managed to stay in the game with some nice play, slow and steady throughout the rest of the game. And some decent Hellion control there also. So, good series here from DeMuslim, actually. Good single game here from DeMuslim. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to stay tuned, subscribe, and all that good stuff. See you later.